Jing Hua has to be one of the most emotional short circuit animations. In fact, one of the most emotional animations ever. It's insane to think how much emotion is packed into, what, a minute and a half, give or take. This is a short circuit cartoon or animation directed and written by Huynh, and as I've done with the rest of the short circuits on Disney Plus, I have watched the introduction, the little bit of behind the scenes, and I'm so glad I did because the director explains the emotion behind this and various really heartbreaking things that were happening in his life during the creation of this. And you can tell just how much emotion has been channeled into this because what we see is this martial artist who is grieving, and the world around them is made from paint and ink and like calligraphy ink, and it's just so stunning. The visuals are incredible. When I first went to watch this, I thought, am I going to like this? I don't really care about martial arts. I'm not that bothered about the subject matter. But actually, I think it speaks to everybody. Everybody who's ever gone through grief, who's ever lost anybody, whether that's, through death or just somebody who's no longer in their life. I think it will hit every emotional string going, and it's so powerful and so moving. The music is gorgeous. The animation quality is just so stunning. There are a lot of kind of inky colors and blossom pinks, and it's just absolutely exquisite. And you can see the pained expression on the grieving protagonist's face, and it's so stunning. When I go into these cartoons, I have a rough animations, and I have a rough idea of what I'm going to expect. With this one, that's completely not the case. And I ask myself, as I do with these, would I enjoy it more or less if I hadn't had the background information? Having the background information helped a little bit because I was aware of what the director was going through and where the emotions were coming from. But even without that information, the grief in this beautiful animation is so raw, it's so palpable, that I don't think it's necessary to know anything about the background or the creation behind it to basically get everything out of it. Of course, having that little bit of extra information will enhance the experience, but I think only a tiny fraction because it is so powerful. From a what I look for personally in an animation, it's not my favorite short circuit, but in terms of quality and how much it can speak to literally everybody, I think this has to be the most powerful short circuit. I have about three left to watch. It will take a lot to be more powerful than this. I hope everybody who's worked on it is so proud of it. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. It touched me in ways that I hadn't expected when I first started watching it, and I think it will for you too. If you've ever lost anybody, gone through grief, had any kind of heartbreak or heartache, I think it will speak to you. It's pretty universal, and that's not what I was expecting from the protagonist, from what my initial thoughts were before I kind of knew anything about it. And I'm so glad I've had the chance to see it because it's just absolutely breathtaking.